We all judge people by their coffee order. Don't lie. That person ordering a venti iced skinny vanilla latte with oat milk and extra foam, yeah, they're definitely an overthinker. So today, we're decoding what your daily caffeine ritual actually says about your personality, work style, and life choices. First up, the classics. We'll start strong, bold, and black. Because if you order black coffee, you are what you say you are, which is to say there's no room for misinterpretation here. You're either a no-nonsense CEO who built an empire from the ground up, or you just gave up on joy a long time ago. In all seriousness though, studies show that black coffee drinkers tend to be more melancholic and introverted types. You find pleasure in the small things and have a natural inclination towards self-reflection. Now this can manifest in two ways. You're either a deep thinker who analyzes everything, or someone who spends a lot of time alone with their thoughts. In other words, if you order black coffee, you're a woman who doesn't need anyone to tell her how to live her life because you've already figured it out. And speaking of women who know what they want, next up we have the latte lovers. Latte drinkers are generally pleasant and easy to get along with. They're the people pleasers of the coffee shop. They want everyone around them to be happy, but they also have expensive taste because they're willing to spend a few extra dollars to get exactly what they want. Now you may think that makes them materialistic, but really they just enjoy the finer things in life. And when it comes to lattes, there's nothing wrong with that. After all, who doesn't love a good latte art? Ah yes, the cappuccino. Very traditional, very Italian. If you order a cappuccino, you probably believe in things like family, hard work, and following the recipe. You're not one to stray from tradition, but don't let that fool you. There's a bit of hidden depth under the surface. Cappuccino drinkers are often passionate and creative types. Just look at all the amazing works of art they make with the foam. So if you see someone ordering a cappuccino, chances are they're not only a coffee connoisseur, but also a master of their craft. But now it's time to move on to the complications. Because let's face it, most coffee orders aren't that simple. They come with modifications, substitutions, and a whole lot of customization. Take the people who always ask for skinny this or non-fat that. These people are control freaks. Sorry, I mean, they're particular. They like to know exactly what they're getting, and they're willing to put in the extra effort to make it happen. This could stem from a desire for efficiency or a need for consistency. But whatever the reason, these folks are the ones who always get exactly what they want. And then we have the people who chase seasonal drinks. These are the adventurous types, always looking for the next big thing. They're the first ones to try out new flavors and the last ones to finish their frappuccinos. For them, life is all about trying new things and experiencing everything the world has to offer. That means when pumpkin spice hits the menu, they're gonna be in line to try it. Now, don't get it twisted. They're not basic, they just appreciate the little things in life. And what's more exciting than a pumpkin spice latte? Well, maybe this one. If you order a seasonal drink, you're a trendsetter. People follow your lead when it comes to fashion, music, and yes, even coffee. You're not afraid to stand out from the crowd and experiment with new things. And if it turns out to be a disaster, well hey, at least you were brave enough to try it. The surprise me people, the risk takers. They like to live on the edge, ordering something new every time they go to the coffee shop. You never quite know what you're gonna get with these folks. One day they're sipping on a macchiato, the next day they're trying a mocha, and sometimes they even throw in a caramel macchiato just to shake things up. But don't be fooled by their adventurous spirit. These people are actually quite confident in their taste buds. They know what they like and they're not afraid to experiment. They're the ones who will order something off the menu just to see what happens. And they usually end up creating their own unique drink in the process. Now this surprised me, people may seem indecisive at times, but they're really just curious about the world and all the amazing things it has to offer. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good surprise? Now, I haven't forgotten about the controversial ones. Let's talk about decaf drinkers. Now, I don't know about you, but I think decaf drinkers are mysterious beings from another planet. Seriously, they're so rare that most coffee shops don't even carry it. But the ones who do swear by it are loyal customers who know what they want. As far as I can tell, decaf drinkers are either old people who hate change or hipsters who don't care about the hype. They're the kind of people who stick to what they know and don't want anything to change. Now, I may tease them, but decaf drinkers have my respect. They're the ones who are unapologetically themselves and don't care what anyone else thinks. Okay, this one's gonna stir up some controversy. Anyone who orders an energy drink, coffee hybrid, aka the dreaded red eye, should be committed to a volcano. Just kidding. But seriously, why would anyone combine the jitters of an energy drink with the crash of coffee? I think those who do are adrenaline junkies looking for a good time. They're the life of the party who always keeps things lively. They're also not afraid to speak their mind and always have something to contribute to the conversation. However, they can be a bit impulsive and reckless at times. But hey, at least they're not boring. Now let's talk about the non-coffee alternatives. If you skip the coffee altogether and opt for tea or hot chocolate, then let me tell you, you're a rebel who doesn't conform to societal norms. You're not afraid to be different and go against the grain. You're also a pacifist who believes in resolving conflict through kindness and understanding. You may seem soft and harmless, but don't be fooled. You're a strategic thinker who knows how to play the long game. Now listen up, this is important. The time you order your coffee can reveal a lot about you. If you're ordering your coffee at 6 a.m., you're probably an early riser who's motivated and driven. You're the type of person who gets things done and doesn't wait for things to happen. You're not afraid of hard work and you're willing to sacrifice sleep to achieve your goals. You're a go-getter and a risk-taker, always looking for the next big opportunity. In short, you're an ambitious overachiever, and the world better watch out for you. On the other hand, if you're ordering your coffee at 2 p.m., you're a procrastinator who lives life on their own terms. You're not bound by society's expectations, and you don't feel the need to rush through life. You take your time to enjoy the little things and you're not afraid to take a break when you need it. You're a dreamer and a free spirit who goes with the flow, and you're not afraid to embrace spontaneity. In short, you're a laid-back, chill person and the world is a better place because of it. Speaking of timing, did you know that how you place your order can tell you a lot about you? Those who use the mobile order are efficient and tech-savvy. They plan ahead and they're not afraid to use technology to their advantage. They value their time and they don't have patience for slow service. But then there are the ones who take their sweet time at the counter, chatting with the barista and making small talk. They're the social butterflies of the coffee shop. They love interacting with people and they're always up for a good conversation. They're friendly and outgoing, but they can also be a bit impatient. After all, they're not the ones waiting in line. Finally, we have the ultimate coffee order, the one that ties everything together. It's simple, it's classic, and it's guaranteed to please everyone. So listen up, my friends. The perfect coffee order is. And I'll psychoanalyze you in the comments, just kidding. Or am I? Plot twist. Maybe you just like what tastes good, and I'm reading way too much into your morning routine. But seriously, I want to know your exact coffee order, drop it in the comments and I'll totally psychoanalyze you based on that. And hey, if you dig this kind of stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Catch you later in the next video. Can't wait to share more fun.